Hello, hello. If you can hear me, how are you? Can you put on the chat how your day went? Please put on the chat how your day went. I'm struggling with network again. MTN is misbehaving. Just put on the chat how your day went. Okay, Teniola, I can see that. David, I can see that. Sorry, the network was fluctuating a bit. Wow, wow. Awani, Adeleke, I can see that. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Trust you are doing well. I will dive straight into today's class. But before I go straight to today's class, if you are there, you can tell me where we stopped last week. Where we stopped, I mean the last class, where we stopped. Where did we stop? Where did we stop? I'm waiting on. Okay, okay, okay. Please, I want to beg you. I want to beg you. In today's class, I want to beg you. Please try as much as possible to follow. Are you in? Okay. Please try as much as possible to follow through. So I'll be sharing my screen to start from where we stopped. Here is my screen. This is where we stopped last class. In our last class, this is where we stopped. And I will start from here now. If you have question, kindly drop it. I will check and I will answer. So let's move on. We stopped at sum. How to use sum? You say sum is equal to the cell numbers you want to add plus the cell number you want to add, which can also be equal to, like I said, any formula you are writing must start with equal to this sum plus this will give us what? 18. You will get that. So let's go to subtract. Subtract is the same thing. You say equal to this minus this, equal to. You can see? Are we there? If you are there, say yes, I'm here.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm here.
thank you.
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you so much. What did you use? Okay, let's move on. I'm trying to make someone an admin. That's why I pause. Thank you so much. So, when you go to multiplication, the multiplication sign is equal to, please, I'll suggest you write them down. You might not remember everything at once, but when you are working, you can go through your book. It will help you. The multiplication sign is equal to the number, huh? Star, that's shift 8, which is star asterisk, the cell number you want to add, enter. You see that 4 times 3 will give me 12. This asterisk is, you use shift 8, you will get this asterisk. Let's move to the next one, which is division. You see, equal to cell number slash, remember, slash the other cell number. You see that slash the other cell number. So addition is plus, subtraction is minus, multiplication is asterisk, that's star, then division is what? Is slash. Sum means if you are adding a large number, like maybe not just 2 cells, maybe you want to add all these cells together, you can say equal to some open brackets, then you pick the numbers. Did you see? I use shift key, shift here, then I hold my shift and click here. I use shift key, I put my mouse here, I click it, then I put my mouse on where I want to end and I click it also. I hold shift, clicking it. So it will highlight everything. So you put enter. You can see that straight up we have our answer. Instead of doing you are doing equals to this plus this plus this plus this. That one is a long journey. You can do equals to sum and you highlight everything and you enter. Do we get that? If you get there, can you just write I got that? Just type I got that. I got that. Just type I got that. Okay, good. I can proceed. Now, we are moving to the more advanced one. Mean. Mean means the lowest number in a range of number. The lowest number in a range of number. So what we are going to do is, this is what I will be using. These are what I will be using. So please pardon me. These are the range I'll be using. All these are the answers to it, but I want to redo it so you can see it. Now we say mean. We want to get the mean of this range of numbers. Sometimes the range of number can be 1,000, can be 20,000. Maybe you are working in a supermarket, the range of number can be 100,000. So you want to look for the minimum sales for that day. When you want to look for the minimum sales for that day, you use this mean. So we say, let's put it here. No, I don't want to tamper with this. Let's put it here, or let's put it beside it. You say equals to, always remember your equal to when you are writing formulas. Mean, open bracket, please write these things down. It's better you write it down. Open bracket, everything we want to pick. Do you see? Close bracket. The mean is 2. When you look at this range of number, you see that the minimum is what? Is 2. Is 2. Please stay glued to my board, to my screen. Now let's go to max. It means the maximum Sorry for the break. Please, we will bear with us today also. We are not the network, but we are trying our best. MTN is a mess. So we go with equal to, for the max, equal to, you put max, open bracket, you ping the range of number. It can be 1,000, it can be 10,000, it can be 100,000. But for here, we are using this range so that you can see it clearly. Enter. The range, the max is what? Is everything 18, the highest, the maximum. Now count. Count means it will count. Imagine you have range of numbers like this one, and you say you want to count all the numbers here, not adding them together. You just want to know how many numbers are here. So you say equals count, open bracket, pick the range. Now let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. 12. So it should give us 12. Yes. Count the number of cells that there are numbers. Now, in this place now, if I should change this one to alphabet, let me change it to alphabet. You know, it's no longer number again. So let's try count. You see that the whole value here has changed. Why? Because we have tampered with a cell, and the cell is this A. Are we getting it? The cell is this A. So let's return it there. Did you see that? It has come back because what we are using to work with all these ones are here. So anything I tamper with here, we tamper with everything I'm working with. If you get that, just type, I got it. I got it. Because let me know you are following strictly. If you get that, let me see you say, I got it. Okay. You didn't. Where didn't you get? Benedict. Benedict, let me know where you are so we can find you all together. Someone type, I really didn't get it, sir. Cassie, where is it that you didn't get? I did not get it. David, I'm sorry. Where is it that you didn't get? I didn't see this message early. Please, wherever you didn't get. Okay, Ayomide at subtract. So I will go back to it again. I will start all over again. Please follow keenly so that we don't go front and back, because the way we are going front and back, we are taking much time. So let me start with addition again. Addition is plus. You say equals to this cell. Let me remove it. Equal to this cell plus this cell. You get your addition. Did you get that? Did you get that? Subtraction equal to this cell minus this cell. You get that? That's subtraction. Multiplication, we'll say equals to this cell asterisk this cell. Why are we using cells? Let me quickly explain that. It's because whenever you change any number in the cell, the effect will be shown in the result. If we are using number, if you change number, it will not show. So that's why we are using cell. Now, let me change this to 5. You will see the effect. Did you see that it changed? How many of you notice it changed? If you notice it changed, say, I noticed. Let's change this one to 5. Did you see that it changed? Because it deals with the cell, not really with the number. Good, good. Ayomide, are you following? David Ndukwe, are you following? Yes, please, if you are following, let me know so that we don't go back to it. So we did sum. Sum is the total of this to here. If you have a large number and you want to add them together, you don't need to be using plus, 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 plus. You just come there You just come here and you do what? You say this, you say equals to, please never forget your equals to. That's the most most important thing when it comes to cell. Equals to this cell, hold your shift and click on the last number. Hold your shift and click on the last. Did you see it? Then you click, oh, sorry, for some, we must use equals to some open bracket, this cell to this cell, close your bracket, you get your number. Did you see it? Did you understand? Did you get that? Just a post welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Now, mean. Mean is the minimum number in a range of numbers. What we mean by range of number is combination of many numbers like this. It can be 100, it can be millions, but the combination of their numbers is what we tag as range. Now, I want to get the lowest number here. You know, if you have multiple numbers and you are looking at, well, you start scrolling. Instead of scrolling, just use equals to mean, open bracket, this range to this range. Enter. Then you get your mean. Max, the same thing, equals to max, this range to this range. You get your max. Count. Count is counting the number we have within this range. How many numbers do we have? So max, count, we count it for you. And that is equal to count, always open bracket, this number to this number. Count how many numbers we have there. We have 12 numbers. Do we get it? Counter. Now, counter has to do with, you know, when we count. Now, let me count this one now. How many of you observe that there is a joy here? Joy is coming, Abby. You observe that there is a joy here. Please, it's not a number. So count will not be able to count that number. Let's try it. Count, open bracket. I don't delete it. Sorry. I deleted the number here, which is 12. Good. Now, let's say, here we want to put count equals to count, open bracket. Now, this range to this range. I want this number to be added. How many did he give us? 14. Now, let's count it from year to year. If it is 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Why is it 14? Because this one is not a number, so it will not count it. Count does not count letters. It only counts the cells that there are numbers there. If you understand that, please, I want to see I understand that. If you understand that, I want to see I understand that, so that we know everyone is carried along and everyone is following. Because this is more complex than the normal one. Aderonke, thank you. Israel. Sorry, MTN is terrible here too. We are only managing it. Sorry. You get the video, but I advise you are online so that when you miss it, I can come back to it. Thank you. So now, the counter is what counts both number and letters. So let's do counter equals to counter. Count is different from counter. Did you see counter? Counter will give you the number total plus number and letter. It will count everything. How many of us understand? Please let me know. Average. Average is the average of any number, any range of number divided by the number they appears. That appears. Like this one now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many of you can hear me? If you can hear me, okay. I will come again with the count. If you can hear me, say I can hear you. Someone just said he cannot hear me. Say I can. Okay, thank you. You can hear me. If you can hear me, others should be able to hear me. So let's go again for count. Count is the number of numbers in a range. Number the how many cells a number appear in a range of numbers. How many cells numbers appear in the range of numbers. So you do count. Wait. Let's use this cell. Let's use this cell. Count equals to count, open bracket, from this range to this range. Or let's do to this range because of this joy. It will never count this joy, this JOY, because it's not a number. Count will never count it. Count will never count it. So let's go count. You see, how many do we have? We have 14. Instead of 15, it counted 14 because it will never count this one. But for counter we count every cell that is occupied. Now, if this cell does not have anything, count will never count it. Counter will never count it. You see that everything has dabaru because I remove a number. Let me replace my number. I show. Thank you. For average, thank you. For counter is equals counter is the range of, it will count everything, every cell that has something in it. Anyone that is a zero, it will not count it. Let's see. Anyone that does not have anything, it will not count it. So let's say we want to count, let me put 0 here. Let me put nothing here. Good. We want to count from here to here. You know, this one we are leaving it. Counter will not count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. This is 24 cells. Let's see what count and counter will give us. Equals count, open bracket, from here to here, close bracket. 22 from here to here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Instead of 24, count, remove this joy and this empty one. This joy and this empty one. Count has removed this joy and this empty one because there's no number, there's no valuable number there. Why counter? We count everything, but we not count this one. So let's do equals counter. We are going to more complex one today, so let's just sit tight. Equals counter, this to here, enter. 23. It didn't count this space also because nothing is here. So please, let's get that. I believe you have gotten that. Average. For average, we'll use this one, this range for average. So we say equals average. Equals average. Please write all these things down. Average, open bracket, the average of year to year. They can say find the average of blah blah number. Can you see? It gives us the average. We add all these things together. These things together and divide it by 12. Why? Because the number of cells or the number of numbers here are 12. So average, we add everything and divide it by 12 and you will get your answer here. Any question on that before I move on? Any question? If you got it, say, I got it. Okay, Ade, thank you. Ade, thank you. So median mode are the same thing. Just say equals median, the average number. Median also is more like the average, equals median, open bracket, pick your figures and enter. 7. The media of this one, please go and Google what media is. Why the mode is the highest number, kind of divided by 2. So let's do the media. You can do the mode. The auto sum is more like this sum. So this sum and the auto sum has no difference. You can just say, come to formulas, auto sum, sum. You get sum, enter. So it has summed these two to give us this. So auto sum is just like that. This concatenate, let's leave it for now. We really don't need it for now because I won't be able to explain on this table. It's just more like trying to bind two numbers together. Okay, let me explain concatenate. Let me use okay. Now concatenate is like these two numbers now. If you want to add, bring them together to form this. My name is Mathiodo, by the way. You can check out for me. So if you want to bring these two letters into one cell, you can do that using concatenate. So you can say, okay, let me bring these two together here. Are we together? Let me bring it together here. These two. I will bring it together here. So I hold the. Thank you. Thank you, Faith. God bless you. Please, media is the middle number. So let me concatenate these two numbers. It's just joining these two letters together. So we say equals concatenate equals concatenate is giving me error, but I have to add it. Let me finish. This text and this text. Then I enter. Now, the concatenate I just did is that if you notice, I said concatenate this text, this cell, and this cell. E1 and F1 gave me Matthew Odo. But you notice that the Matthew Odo does not have a space. Look at this. It has a space, but this one does not have a space. Now, what you will do is you come here, you had, how do you call this? Quotation, double quote, space, close double quote. Meaning you are adding space, comma, you are adding space between Matthew and Odo. Do you see that? Space. So concatenate letter, double quotation, space, double quotation, comma, then the second letter. That's how you do your concatenate. Now let's do concatenate for someone should give me a name, 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 give me a name. If you are there, you can give me a name. David Ndukwe. Thank you. So let's use David Ndukwe. David, then Ndukwe. Now, we want to concatenate these two names together. We want to bring them into one cell. Now you say equals concatenate, right? Open bracket, pick the first text, comma, double quote, open space, double quote, comma, then pick the second. Did you see that? That's David Ndukwe with space. With space. Now, let me also tell you this. Please write it down if you can write it down. Write it down if you can write it down. Anytime you are using text, you want to write text in a formula in Excel, you must put those double quotation. We'll get to that when we are getting to if. Okay, in fact, we are at if. Now, this if is complex. I want you to listen carefully. If is a bit complex. If is complex. If you don't listen, you might not get it. So, now, this if is, if you understand, is a conditional statement. Do you agree with me? If you agree with me, say yes. If you agree with me that if is a conditional statement, say I agree. Okay, Timmy. Okay. Okay, now it's technical. That's why I said you must listen to this class very well. That's why I prefer everyone to be on the call when we are doing this, all these conditional statements. But you are still a co-host. Now, if we want to use this if statement, I'm trying to, now let's say if equals to if, open bracket, if Matthew, please listen, E1, which is Matthew, if E1, which is Matthew, is equal to, listen to my statement very well as you are writing it. If E1, that's anything I type into this E1, is equal to, what should I put? Is equal to David. David, I'm sorry, I have to use your name. Let me continue here. If anything I type into this E1 box is equal to David, let it, now, I told you something that if you are putting text in equation, please put this sign. This is when the formula will pick it that is text. If E1 equals to David, let it put a yes. Don't worry, I will show you where you will use all this thing. Let it say a yes. But if it's not David, otherwise, let it say a no. This is an argument. We call it an argument. It's an argument. If anything you type in this cell is David, let it give us a yes in the answer. But if it's not David, let it give us a no. Did you see? What did he give us? A no. But let me now change it to David. Why did he give us yes? Let me paint this place so you understand very well. Let me paint it. Let me paint it because that's where we are working with. Good. Did you see? I said if this place, if this E1 is David, let it give us a yes. But if it's not David, let me put Shitu. It will give us a no. Why? Because we have given it an argument or a formula, a conditional formula to follow. This is what they use when they say, did everybody get it? Anyone that get above this, we'll use it. We'll use it in the second formula and function too. We will begin to use this if argument very well. And it's going to be complex. Let me not lie to you. So you have to pay strict attention, because I'm going deeper and deeper, and I want you to understand. And I will spend my time in explaining as much as everyone gets it. I'm satisfied. If this is all you will get these 2 weeks, I'm so satisfied. But I won't rush it just because we have 2 weeks. I will now begin to rush it so that I will say I have finished it. No, I want you to get as much as possible, because with this step, you are good to go. Now, let me explain something to you. Someone from this group, someone from our group, yesterday, I don't know if she's online. Please permit me to use it. Ade, concatenate and autosum. Autosum, you don't need autosum. Autosum is just like sum. This sum we did. But I will explain concatenate. Concatenate is bringing two. Please, this is not Shitu. This is Matthew. I use an argument statement. That's why I use Shitu there. So now concatenate is when two numbers are in different cell. Now, if you have a bunch of names like this, you have name up to 200, and they say you should, and they are in different column, and they say you should bring them together. You want to bring them together. Instead of going to do it one after the other, you use concatenate for the first one, then you copy it to the rest of it. So that's why we use concatenate. Now, what I did is equals concatenate. Please write this formula. Me too, I wrote it down somewhere sometime so that I don't forget. Equals concatenate this and this. Now, if I use this and this, it will not give me the space between this Matthew. So I don't use this and this. Rather, I use comma, quotation, space, quotation, because I needed space in between Matthew and Odo. What did I just do? Sorry. Let me type F1 since it doesn't want. Sorry. You know why it's doing like that? I did not put comma after the double quotation. Double quotation, pam, comma, pam. You get? Did we get it? Did we get it? See that they are in one cell now. They are inside one cell now. The two of them were in one different column before. Now they are in the same column with space. Concatenate E1, which is this one, comma. Don't forget the comma. The comma is an argumentative question. It's an argumentative comma. So you put quotation, space, quotation, then you put the second column, then you enter. Do you understand? If you understand, please let me know. Ade, let me know if you understand concatenate. Now, I was talking about if, argumentative statement, if. Do you understand the if? If you don't understand, let me know. I was saying something before that someone on this group chatted me up and says, please permit me to use you to demonstrate an example, and say, okay, Abdulaziz, you have been someone who has been following truly. I understand, but try and follow up with the YouTube. I celebrate you. Now, she chatted me up that she's at the verge of losing her work because she's the accountant and she need to prepare the accounting sheet. Do you know that it didn't take us 4 hours to finish what she has been trying to do for a long time with just this few knowledge? I didn't use anything apart from what I've taught you guys to prepare a sheet. And the sheet was looking awesome. You can see that we have been sending to and fro. Look at this. Please, I will close it down immediately it's open. So you don't it's a personal data. The things that have no one open. There are some of you that don't want it to open, so I'll move forward. As una no want me open, so let's move forward. I think I have a sheet of it that I did I turned to PDF. Look at what we came up with. If you look at the rough work she sent that we need to organize, imagine you being an accountant trying to organize and you send this to your boss. You think your boss will not be happy? If the thing open, I will show you where we started from to finish that. So with this few knowledge, I can bet you can take an account. Okay, this is it. Look at where we started from. Look at the information given and the like. We have to organize it to this. So the little information we've got, we used it to formulate that. So with the understanding you have now, currently, if you have followed us from beginning till now, you can work in any place. Apart from that, you are working as HR. HR is a skill on its own. But if it comes to calculating, in fact, you can use this for payroll self. So we'll go into that. Don't worry, we're on our way, but I want you to follow very well. So if you get that, how many of us got the argumentative, the conditional statement here? Please let me know. Let me know, please. Okay. Ayomide David, God bless you. So anyone that type anything apart from David, this thing we give them what? We give them a no. The same with anything you want to type there. Okay, what if I say, let me use this one, that if equals to if open bracket, if B1 equals, are you getting it? Equals, let me use another name. Let me see who is following me. It can be used for number. Was you? Let if not, if please, if is not getting me, if we get you now, let me use, we can use it for number. So let me use number here. If B1, this B1 equals 50, equals 50, comma, let it say paid. That means if they pay 50, if you say 50, that means the person have paid. If not, let it say not paid. I didn't put this. Are we together? So if equals 50, So you see not paid because we did not put 50 here. So once we put 50, it will say paid. Please follow this thing. It will say paid. But if we say is we put 60 there, it will say not paid because the argumentative argument there is just equals 50. Now I want to say if B1 greater than, I'm going deeper, greater than or equals 50, let it say paid. Now, you see that it has changed. 60 has become paid now. If I put 100, it will say paid. But if I put anything less than 50, maybe like 49, it will say not paid. Did you get it? Did you get that argument I just put up there? If you get it, please let me know so that I can move forward. There are still more things to do. Okay, okay. Yes, it can be used. It can also be used for report card. We will see that report card in our next lesson. We will see that for report card. In fact, I would like to take that in this class so that we will move faster. I will use it for report cards and the like. You will see it there. Now let's move. Count if. Let's ignore count if. I will come back to it. Count if is just okay, let me just take it. Let me take count if. It's also argumentative, but not really argumentative. Now, count if is saying, yeah, now, I want to count how many times 12 appear here. Or let me say 4. How many times 4 apply? Now, because the range here is small, you can count the number of times 4 appear, right? But what if the range is much? You want to count how many times 4 appear. That's what we use count if for. So let me say count if equals count if, open bracket, this range, what criteria? Range, look at this thing. Criteria, what is the criteria? 4. 4 is the criteria. 4 is the number we want to count within this range that is highlighted. How many? 2. Did you see? 1, 2. What if we say how many times 12 appears? So we just change this to 12. 3. Are we getting it? If you are getting it, say yes, I'm getting it. Just type, I'm getting it. If you are not getting it, I want to see up to 10, I'm getting it before I continue. I want to see 10 people say I'm getting it so that I will know at least I'm with 10 people here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Even you are just coming or you have been around, you just didn't want to talk. Okay, I think we are 10. Hey, Faith, I'm so sorry. Evie, you don't want to talk before. That's Cynthia. I know your name. Cynthia. You know, I'm marking faces. I'm marking. Faith, you can go through the class again on the YouTube channel so you can get a better understanding. But for now, you can still follow on because we are moving. Okay, Abdulaziz, you can go through the YouTube channel. When I posted it, I will alert you to know. So let's go to current time. This sum if is the same thing as if, but let's go to current time. Current time, how do you get the current time of today? All you just do, Are we there? For current time, all you just do is equals now, open bracket, close bracket, equals now, open bracket, close bracket. It will give you the current time for today. I want to try something. I've not tried it before, but let me say 2. Okay, it can work. But it's equals now. Okay. Equals now, open bracket. Can you see now? We are back. I said time is equals now, and you put. So this one is equals the date, current date equals today, open bracket, close bracket. I want to try something else. Equals equals year, equals next month. Can give me. So that's how we get all these. I think I've covered this VLOOK. Don't worry, it's a topic on its own. VLOOK up and HLOOKUP are topics on their own. So don't worry about VLOOKUP. We'll cover that on a topic on its own. There's what we'll call in Excel in that data analysis, VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP. So that's that for this class. Any question before I move to the next class? Before I move to the next topic, sorry. Okay, current time is equals now, open bracket, close bracket. That's current time. You can see 9:03. The time here is now, and this thing will keep going. We keep giving you the current time. Concatenate. Now, concatenate is bringing two columns together, two words, two texts in different columns, bringing it into one. What I did is equals concatenate, open bracket. Let me go again. Equals concatenate, open bracket, pick the first text, put comma. Because we want to add space, you put double quotation, space, double quotation, comma, then you pick the second text, then you enter. That's concatenate. The first text, double quotation, space, because we want to add space here. Double quotation, space, double quotation, close. Then you add the second text. It will give you exactly word to word what you have typed there. Am I understood? If Adeyeye, if Ayomide have taken current time is now in open bracket, close bracket, equals now, open bracket, close bracket. The date is equals for date is equals today, open bracket, close bracket. That is date and time. No, it's not coding. It's just using text for arguments on Excel. Using text for argument on. We are going to still do long ones. So don't just relax that after I've done this if, this small if, this is very small compared to the if we will see as we go. What I did is to Now, if it's more like an argumentative or conditional statement, that I want this if to say what I want it to say in case you are putting in payment. You are putting in payment or you want to give someone mark. Now, we want to say if this person got A, or if this person got A in exam, give the person if this person got A, give the person excellent. Now, what we do is equals if, open bracket, if this person, any letter we put here, equals A, comma, give the person excellent. Are we together? Give the person excellent, double quotation. But if he didn't get A, give the person fail, double quotation. Don't forget your double quotation. Close brackets, pam. I missed something here. I'm missing something here. If B1 equals A, comma, excellent, double quotation. Oh, sorry, I didn't put double quotation to A. Please be mindful of that. Any little thing, you get it wrong. Did you see excellent? Because I put A here. If I put B, it will say fail. If I put A again, it will say what? Excellent. If I put C, it will say fail. Because why? That's the argument I gave it here. Or that's the condition I gave it. Yes, anything. Let's try it. Let's try it. That's fit touch. Let's try it. You know, sometimes it's better you try. Equals or greater than 49, B2. So let's see. It can go. Are you sure this is double quotation? Let's say greater than or equal to. No, it can go. Let me see what's wrong here. Let me use my own double quotation. I'm trying to change the double quotation. Did you see that? Your double quotation was wrong. So I had to change the double quotation. Let me try it back and see the way you outlined it. It won't work. It has to be greater than or equals to. Greater than or equal to. Did you see? If I put 60, now pass. But if I put anything lower than 60, it will lower than 49, it will be fail. Let's say 35. Did you see it? So, did you get that? If you got that, say I got it. So, I'll move to the next one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll move to the next formula and function. This one is application. Please listen very carefully. Listen very what? Carefully. Now, I will erase this from beginning to the end. I want to erase it. You see, I've erased total grade and what? Total grade and comment. Now, listen carefully. Listen carefully. This is what I want to use. This grading system. This is for school, maybe secondary school or primary school. This is what I want to use. Maybe secondary school or primary school. This is the grading system I want to. In case a school just asks me, can you help us quickly do the blah, 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 blah? Yes, I can. Now, this is what I will do. For the results now, we have exam, midterm test, and CA. How many of you know CA? What is CA? Please type it there. Okay, okay, okay. Good, 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 good. Now, exam is over 65, midterm is over 20, then CA is 15. All together should be over 100. Are we getting it? That's the result of the school. Now, I will have to add everything together to get the total, to know how each student performed. Are you with me? To know how each student what performed. So how do we add together? You know, I taught you sum and I taught you plus. So here it's better to use sum. Since it's more than 2, we can use what? Sum. So we say equals sum equals sum. You see, I'm using all what I've taught you behind. This to this. Did you see? Total Ajayi Olamide got 56 over 100. So instead of me doing everything one after the other, one after the other, you know, after doing one, because it's just some I'm doing, I can say, I can double click on this small box. Look at this small green box beneath. If you see it, say I saw it. Or you say I can see it. Don't mind my English now. Data analysis I teach. I can see it. Just type, I can see this small green box. Thank you. Thank you. Ogoluwa Deborah. Okay. I can see it. Okay. Okay. Now, in that small box, just double click on it. Then it will give you the answer of the remaining ones. How marvelous is that? How wonderful. How wonderful. It's very sweet if you pay attention. It's very sweet. You see that we have gotten all the answers. Okay. No, I didn't add only F1 and F. What I did is, let me do it here. Now, if I want to add just these two, I can use comma or I use plus. But when adding these 3 together, when you are doing sum, it will give you double column, means it's adding a range of number. Now look at it. Equals sum, open bracket. Now let me add it. This to this. D2, this column means to D2 to F2. So including this, as you can see what it highlighted, D2 to F2. Yes, D2 to F2. It will give you the sum. Is that taken? You see? Is that taken? If you got that, say I got it to. I mean, if I. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, I've gotten the whole total for everybody. Now, how do we grade it to A, B, C, like as they got according to this grading system? How do we grade it? That's where we use if statement. And you have to pay strict attention. Please write the formula down. Oh. Write the formula down. Oh. Are you ready? Now, we want that anyone that gets 80 to 100, we get A. Anybody that got 70 to 79, we get B. Anyone that gets 60 to 69, we get C. Anyone that gets 55 to 59, we get D. Now, let's grade. I will start with equals if condition. If G, if, are we together? This total, if total, please listen, if total, not midterm, not exam. I don't have any business with midterm and exam again because I've gotten total. That's what I want to grade. If total is greater than or equal to 80, are we there? Give it a A. That's number one. Comma. Listen, I didn't close my bracket here. I put space. Then I start another argument. If, please listen, if I open bracket again, the same G2 is greater than or equal to, is greater than or equal to 70. Are we there? If you are there, say I'm following. Give it a B. Give it a B. That's number two option. Number three, I'm following this marking scheme. Number three, if the same G2 is greater than or equal to 60, see 60, give it a C. Let me show you. Give it a C. Are we together? The fourth argument is if this same G2 is greater than or equal to, what do we have next? 55. I guess 55. Give it a D. The next argument, if open bracket, the same G2 is greater than or equal to 50, that's the next one. Give it a E, a strong E, egg group. Then the last one, we don't need to write an argument for the last one. It means that anything below 50, abeg, dash am F. O to 49, F. Now, one more thing. Look at this. I was opening bracket, but I was not closing the bracket. How many of you observed? I'm opening bracket. I was not closing it. Now I want to close everything together. How many brackets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 brackets were opened and the 5 were closed. Did you see what changed now? How many of you understood that? Before I move on. If you understand, let me know. If you don't, let me know. I can explain again. I'm waiting for your response. I'll get 10 responses and I'll move on. If you don't understand and I didn't see your response, I'm moving on. Okay, Ivy, I will recap. Now, I want to recap. We want to write, we want to give grade to these people. And want to use this grading method that if anybody got 80 to 100, give them A. If anybody gets 70 to 79, give B. If it's 60 to 69, give C. Give D, give E appropriately. Now, our argument will now be if G2, that's if anything here, this G2, let me paint it so you know. If anything in this G2 that I painted yellow is greater than or equal to 80, is greater than or equal to 80. Are we together? If G2 is greater than or equal to 80, give the person a A. If this G2 is greater than or equal to 70, that's 70 to 79. That's what this statement. It means that if it's between 70 to 79, give am B. This other one says if it's between 60 to 69, give am C. So that's what, and so on and so forth. After everything, I just put F. That means anything below 50, abeg, dash am F. Let the person have F. Then I close the whole bracket at once at the back. I didn't close them one after the other. I closed them all together. Ivan, do you understand that? Before I continue. Okay, please write that formula down. It will help you because this is a school system we are trying to grade. Now, what do I do again? I just map this straight down, double click, and get all the grade for everybody. You know why? That double click means copy to every place. Now, when you check every place, the only thing changing is this G8. It can be G7 and the likes. It can be G4 once it's in G4, so that's only thing changing there. You see? So everything have been graded. Do we understand that? Please, I need a 10 response. If we understand, I need to know everybody's following. Ade, thank you so much. Yes, few touch. IV 3. Lami 4. I'm watching. 5. Temi. 6. David. Okay, David just came in now. David, please follow the rest and go back to the video and watch where you miss. Who's there? Come in. Okay, Ayomide. Any other person there who understood what we are doing? Okay, so I move on. I want to assume everybody understood, and I'm moving on. So now we want to give it a comment. Now, the comment is argumentative too. Yes. Okay, so we want to give it this comment. Those who fail, we want to tell them that, oh boy, you know, try, you fail. Those who pass, we want to tell them, say, oh boy, you try. But you know, na egro you get, so you pass. We want to tell them you are excellent and the likes. How do we do such argumentative or such conditional statement? We'll be using if again. Now, let's go together. Equals if, open bracket, if this man, H2, is equals to A, you see that we didn't use greater than now because we are definite about what we want to give. Is equals to A, give the man excellence. Close that one. If, again, you know, we are doing for distinction too. If this man equals B, are we together? Give the man distinction. Are we together? If, open bracket, this man equals C, give the man very good. If this man equals D, give the man good. if this same man equals E, give the man pass. Are we together? But if that man, if in the anything apart from E, give and fail, he didn't do well. So how many brackets did we open? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many of you got that? You can write it down. This is the formula for condition, especially if you are working in school. What you do now is you double click. You double click. You what? You double click. See, it has given them their grade. If we change anyone here, it will reflect here. Now, let me say we are giving this man, he got 60 over 65. You see, it changed automatically to B, and the result here also changed. So whatever you have input in here will definitely change. You can set it down and you begin to put the number. Automatically, they will be getting their what? Their scores. If you change this man to 15, let's change him to 15 or 17. Do you get that? Over 20. Did you see? It skyrocket to what? To see everything are working together. Yeah, fail. Because it's the last one, we just put it there as what? Anything outside that, you should just put. If you put J there, it will be fail. If you put K, it will be fail. Anything F. Oh, it's supposed to be fail. Sorry. Yep. Okay. Corrected. Thank you so much. It's not supposed to be, it's supposed to be fail. I just corrected it. So I hope we understand that aspect. I hope we understand that aspect. Yes, yes, you are right. Fuse, you are right. If you want it to be in block letter, just write it in block letter. Let's do this. Did you see that? I changed excellent to block letter here. All through, whenever you see excellent, it will be in block letter. You're right. Any other question? So if there are none, we want to count how many people got A or got excellent. How many people got A in this grading system? Now, what we use is count if, are you getting it? Count if, so you do, that's why I said you need all these things when you are working. We are applying it now. If Yeah. How many A's we have? Control Shift down. You highlight everything. You see? Control Shift down. A, comma. Are you getting it? Then you pick the A. And if it's B, you pick the B. If it's A, you pick the A. Then you what? You close bracket. 52. You do the same thing for B. Count if equals, but instead of doing the same thing for B, this is a shortcut. What you do is you fix this formula from here to here. I didn't touch the A or B in the formula. You just press F4. F4 in your keyboard is not F plus 4. There's what we call functional key in your keyboard. It starts from F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6 to F12. Those are functional keys. You look for F4 there. You click F4. If your F4 did not work, there's what we call Fn in your keyboard. After your control key, there's an Fn key. It's called functional key. Fn key. Hold the Fn key and press F4. That way, it will what? It will fix this one I highlighted. Fn, hold Fn and press F. Why is he going for F here? Why? Leave my 4 key. Yeah, this is only the two I want to fix. I want to fix these two so that these ones can be changing. So that when I put it here, the formula, it will change. So what I do now is I stretch it to the boundary. You see, everything will cooperate. Now, only thing that will be changing here is this number, this B. For this one now, it will change to LC. For this one, it will M6, N6. You get? So, and so on. All these things. Okay, I'll take that again. Now, let me take that again. Equals count if, open bracket, you pick this to the last letter. You can use Control Shift down. Hold Control Shift and press down. Then you go back up. Then you pick the letter you want. Control Shift down. Control Shift down. Then you go back up. Comma. You get. So if you want this to duplicate in all this, you can't press this key again, no, because this one is for column. Now we want it for row. You have to fix these two formulas, leaving the outside one alone. Fix this formula by using Fn on your keyboard. Your keyboard has a key called Fn. Your keyboard has a key called Fn. Then you use Fn and F4 together. F4, your keyboard has a key called F4 also. Your keyboard has a key called Fn. Your keyboard has a key called F4. So you press it down. Enter. So once you use it, you can now drag this to the other ones. And it will tell you how many B you have, how many A you have, how many C you have, how many F you have on this class list. How many of us understood that? I just took that from grade A. Ade, do you understand? Okay. Any question, because we're about to round up this class for today? Any question? I hope you learned something today. I hope you practice it. If you don't practice it, you will forget it. Oh, sorry to say. If you don't practice it, you don't forget them. Any question on this? Any question on this? We are taking questions. Any question? But you can watch it. Today's class is very important. Yes, Teniola, you have to press FN and F4. But first try F4 before you try FN and F4. Some keyboard, once you press F4, it will work. Why some you need to press FN and F4. Is that? Yes, but because of you, there will be a YouTube link for this class. We want you to engage there, watch, and drop comment or question. Even if there's no question, drop what you learned there so that the video will be engaged. Is that correct? Is that okay? Any question? Anyone with question? Anyone with question before we go? God will help MTN, but MTN will not fall our hand. So don't let us be scared. Any question? I will take question. Adeyeye, okay. You can watch the YouTube link and drop comment. Please, when you watch, please help drop comment, drop what you learned. Also, if for the network, okay, I'm taking question before I say the last thing. Question before I say what I need to say, and we are off for today. Yeah, network is bad here too. Sorry, you can go through the video. Please drop your comment when you go through the video. Please, when you go through the video, we would like you to drop comments. Please, we're begging you. We're begging you. If we are giving you value, try to replicate the same thing. Total A grade. Do you mean this one? If yes, tell me. Okay, this total A grade. Now, let me take it again. Now, we want to know how many people got A. What we did was use count equals to count if open bracket. Now, you pick the range. We call it range, number that are more than one. Control Shift down. It will pick everything, or you can, instead of scrolling down, just use Control Shift down. It picks everything, comma, the A, where you'll have put this A, B, C, D somewhere. Then you click the A, then you enter. You get that? So you can do it for B, C, D. Let me not disturb you with fixing, with trying to use shortcuts. So you can do for B, C, D, E. Is that taking? You can go over the video again. You can go and watch the video and skip to the last part. Skip to the last part and watch it. I explain it over and over again. Any other question before I say the last word? So if you enjoyed today's training, say I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I want to see your comment. God bless you. We are seeing it. Adeleke, we are seeing it. Okay, now let me say this. It's important for us that you keep engaging with our content on both Instagram and YouTube. It's important so that others will learn. Ogoluwa Okedebora. So that others will learn. So that others will what? Will learn. Please engage with our content. Engage with the post. Engage with it. Share it with others. Also, I would like to encourage you. If you can invite others to this class, it will be very interesting, because what gives me vibes is seeing people responding and people learning. Actually, that's what gives me vibes. You can keep posting, keep inviting people that don't miss the class and the likes. And we'll be using some of your testimony as caption. We'll send it to the group. You'll see it. We'll use your image, your testimony, and we'll like you to just engage with it when you see it online. We trust that with this, you can help us push the content out there. We are not making money with it. We are just preaching our brands also. So you can help us while we help you, and together we help ourselves. Any other question? If there are no questions, I want to call it a day. Thank you for joining the class. Thank you so much. We go again on Monday. On Monday, be ready to shoot. Be ready for the order. On Monday, just be ready to go again. So on Monday, we'll take the formula and function theory, then data validation. We'll take the first data validation. All this as then we'll take automated calculator. So we'll take data validation, formula 3, then automated calculator. If you think you need this, please join the class on Monday. Thank you so much. We'll meet again. Please engage with our post, engage with everything we do. Thank you. God bless you.